Billionaire is back, everybody. So it's been just a week or two, maybe 3, since you guys have seen the Billionaire series. I do apologize. I wanted to stop and get your guys' input and recollect on it and kind of come up with a plan or kind of like some sort of action that we could take. So in that time, while I was orchestrating, going through all of the content and the comments that you guys have suggested, I have progressed forward just a little bit. You will see it is March 1st, year 10. We have $168,000 in the bank. The reason I did that is because we had like at one point $2,000. Okay, we were broke. And so I just needed to get us through to the point where we made money. I did sell the bales. It's how we have the $168,000. And as you will see, we can actually go ahead and cut more grass. And our fields, we were so broke, I didn't even get to spray them. That's what I mean when I say we was broke. So that's where we're at. We clawed our way up to where we are now. We're going to make a few potentially controversial decisions here, but overall, I think it is going to work out for the best. So we need to get some of these eggs out of here. Okay, well, first thing is our equipment. We need to look it over because a lot of our equipment is damaged and frankly is just causing us some problems. It's costing us a lot of money. The Massey Ferguson needs repaired. The John Deere needs repaired, both over 50 hours. Not ideal. Both of them now technically need to be sold off, though I'm thinking maybe the Deere instead. I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But all I know is that they're costing us a lot of money. Everything else is pretty okay, honestly. I mean, we have some things up around 30, 20 some hours, but none of those are really overly concerning to me. So we have some things to fix, and all of that will take money. Do we fix the tractors and then sell them? Probably, I would imagine. But we need to also think about what we're going to be doing moving forward. Right now, it is all grass, and that all grass is set up for silage bales. We use some of it for the sheep, which is, I think, a good idea, because we're going to use the wool to make fabric and then make clothes, and we'll make money that way. We have chickens. I honestly just want to get rid of the chickens and kind of zone in on something specific. Instead of broadening out a whole bunch of areas, I want to do something specific and also have our passive income options. So let's just get started by moving those egg pallets out of the way here. Now we have added some mods into this as well. We've added some DLC content into this as well because if you guys have recently saw, Farming Simulator released a recap video, and a recap video only happens when you have reached the end of the game. So, Farming Simulator 22 is officially over. In the way that I mean, like, Giants is not going to make new content for it. What that means is we should be expecting a new Farming Simulator sometime within the next year or two. I would venture as early as the end of this year, but it could be sometime next year as well. That would be very plausible. So, in honor of that, we went ahead and added some of the DLC content. We've added mods that do not break the game in any way, that do not give us any major advantage, and they're mods that are primarily really only quality of life. For example, the one I remember off the top of my head is GPS. I finally got it. We have to pay for it and put it on a tractor, but, you know, the mod's here. So where I want your guys' help is, do we continue doing the silage fields that we have right now as we have them and kind of focus in on sheep like I was just talking? Do we go to a different crop entirely and rip everything up and focus on a whole new crop? Or do we just switch our crop land, which is what we have canola planted in right now, over to be whatever crop you guys decide? Let me know what you think our best method is, and we'll go with that. Right now, I want to try and put us in a position where we have some funds to invest. So we've got a few things in here. We've got 11 straw bales, 20 honey pallets, and nothing else is major. So we could and should probably sell some of that, especially the honey. We'll have to look and see when's that. Honey. Potato chips. Honey. Barrel, bathtub. Honey. Yep, there it is. We found it. Honey. All right. Woo! February. It ain't no February. Hold on. What was the high? Talk to me. We've got a 11.54 right now at the fast food joint. Hey, we gonna go sell honey right now. Heck yeah. I'm gonna go make a little money with this honey, and then we're gonna use that money to hopefully, we're gonna sell off some of this equipment and then use that money as well to hopefully buy new equipment that isn't gonna break every 5 seconds. Buying used was kind of sort of okay, but it's gotten to the point where their hours are so bad that it's costing me more than they should. I could probably lease them for less than what they cost me to fix as often as they need fixed. So do I just put, you know what? It might seem weird, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to put this in the barn, and then I'm going to just have the barn spawn them so they're stacked on top of each other, I hope, I pray. And then I can hold multiple at one time if they are. Otherwise, I got to stack them, and I don't want to do that. Oh, by the way, you guys got Dad to 10,000 subscribers on TheFormalPickle. That's his YouTube channel, which you can find in the description down below. I want to say thank you guys for getting him to 10,000 subscribers. And for that, I told him that he needs to come up with his list of things that he wants to see in Farming Simulator. So we'll be talking about that in our Dad and Jake series, whatever you want to call it, our Farming with Dad, whatever it is. We're going to be talking about it in that series with him, so make sure you do stick tuned for that and go check out his channel as well. Do I have another honey pallet over there, or are you going to be done? I think it's done. I think we might have finally won the... Ah, come on! It's okay, it just means more money, Jake. Just means more money. I wish I could have put this spawn point inside of that over there. I wonder if that would work. You got to be kidding me right now. I'll tell you what, if you want a mod that makes money really fast, aside from like government subsidy or something, last I remember, do the cocoa... No, what was it? Coffee bean. That's what it was. Coffee beans. Yep, coffee makes money. But I think it kind of breaks the game because technically a modder can set those values to whatever they want, and they clearly made it to where it made a lot of money. At least in my past experience, that is. Please be done. Please be done. Please be... Oh, come on. I need that pallet pusher mod so I can just set this up so it pushes pallets directly where it needs to go. I want to talk about a quality of life. There's one. We did it! We did it! We did it! That's the new one. Okay. Whew. Now I can run over here and ask this fella to go ahead and spawn me. We got a lot of honey. Wow. Okay, 25 of them. Yeah, go give me all individually. Aww. Somebody called her cousin. I need help. All right. I ain't doing this myself. Oops. Hello. Well, pitter patter, let's get at her. What do you say, boys? Get up there, push it across, set her down, pull it back, set it down, push her forward, line it up, pull it back, pull it up, consider it, execute, lean back. Boom, baby. We hauling an L. Loser. That's what we are. Let's go sell our loser honey and make some money. What do you say? That actually kind of looks nice in there. I like those little pallets. Those are neat. I think the fast food restaurant was down here. Is Mi Familia the restaurant? I'm gonna go with Mi Familia. Sound good? I'm pretty sure this is the fast food place. Oh, I curbed it. My bad. Them pallets stayed on there though. That's pretty good. Some good honey right there. Sticky. Reliable. Hey, is this not where I needed to go? Uh-oh. Honey, show, tag place. Where is it at? Where are you? Oh, dang it. Okay, hold on. Back the other way. Oh, it was right across from my house. I'm an idiot. Boy, that would have been a much closer trip, eh? No! And then I lost one. Dang it. Paid taxes again. Ooh, 170,000. Heck yeah. Let's go make more money. Boop. Whoa, good lord. I didn't see that coming. I need you to tip over, son. Hi-ya. Oh, God, I knocked over the chair. Oh, they're going to yell at me. It broke. It's a plastic chair. I'll go over to the super wine place and buy you one. It's fine. Relax. Ma'am. You got really close. You didn't see this until just now? Okay. I'm trying to get out of your way without knocking over a dang chair again, man. These people ain't got no courtesy for this place's chair. What are they? Come on. No courtesy for these people's establishment. I swear. Oh, by the way, somebody has been saying, why don't I just put the mower on the front and then baler on the back and do it all in one? I don't do that because it's not how you do it in real life. In real life, you mow it, then you let it dry out, and then you bale it. And I've been trying to replicate that. But you know what? You got a point. And so we're probably going to start doing what you've been saying, because my goal is to make $1 billion in Farm Sim, not to make $1 billion in Farm Sim pretending that it's real life. So you got a point, and I think we're going to make that change. Thank you. But I'm going to sell the rest of this honey, and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, the set that we had sitting there is all just about sold. We're just about out of fuel. The thing is pretty much completely out of wear and tear. but we have $180,000, and we probably still have some honey left to sell. Let me look. It may or may not be worth it. I mean, it probably is. We'll see. Hold on. What's this? 150. Okay, it's still up. It's still there. So let's see. Do we have any more? 3 of them. We got straw bales of 11. Got some lettuce. Nothing much. Okay. I think we'll just leave that. We might do the straw bales. I could move those. I don't know if they're worth... we'll hold on to them. I don't know what else to do with them. Okay. So we've got it down to everything has been sold that can be. We're down to just looking at the equipment and reevaluating that. I think that's ought to be the next step here. Of land, we do own a fair amount of land, actually, of which we could get 118,000, 91, 114, 150, 226. So we can get some money out of the land should we need to. 156 on the home piece. That home piece is overvalued, frankly, but it's okay. Yeah, I think we'll just hold on to the land. I like it. We're going to need it. It's part of the series goal of buying the entire map anyway, so why not? Let's go ahead and figure out this equipment problem that we have. I want to look into replacing whatever we pull out of the barn. So let's see. This tractor here, I believe, yeah, it needs fixed. Okay. This tractor's 280 horsepower, needs fixed. It's got 55 hours. Harvester is fine. Will be fine for a while. That I don't worry about. That will be fine for a while. This will be fine for a while. This will be fine for quite a while. This we barely even really use. Might get rid of this. Well, hold on. Did we buy this last time? I don't even remember. I'll have to think about it. Mower. It probably will get rid of the mower and do the front one. I know I sold it, but it is what it is. Windrower. We probably will get rid of. Not because it's bad condition, but because we're just changing the method a little bit. We're going to keep that baler. I like the baler. Front loader. Probably, unless we don't need it. And then, okay. So let's look and see what we could do. Nothing much for sale. That's all right. Don't really want to look in there. What's this? Whoa! See, one of those DLCs I was talking about. That's cool. Don't need it. Don't have the budget for really any of this. Y'all like to hurt me, don't you? You like to kick me when I'm down, huh? Okay. Well, I know this stuff needs fixed, so at the very least, we're gonna go fix it. That will use up some of our budget. Lovely. But it is what it is. I'm gonna take the rake down there, I guess. John Deere's got to get down there as well. But one tractor at a time. Let's go see what this thing's gonna be worth. By the way, I'm pretty sure from what I was reading in the comments from you guys, once I get over 50 hours, they just start to need a lot of repairing. Maybe that's wrong. And if so, I'm going to hate the fact that we sold these, but I trust you because we've needed to repair them a lot. So you're probably right about that. That's why we're just going to roll the dice and see what happens. I might regret it. I don't want to get rid of the little one. I might try and keep the Massey Ferguson. I don't know. It's hard. It's not worth much. We could probably just keep it. It's a useful little tractor. I have to fix it, but one to fix is not a big deal. Maybe that's the deal. Maybe we need one that's nice and good, one that's like our old beater. I'm gonna think about it. We'll see. Excuse me, I need to do some things and stuff. Y'all here? Y'all where I do things and stuff? Okay. Fix, repair. I could repaint it too, and that would help me get money out of it. But do I want to do that? I don't think so. Do I get more than it cost me? Okay, maybe. People tell me to do that if you're going to sell. I'm going to repair for just now, and then we'll figure it out. But this is not too bad, but we are going to sell it, so I'm going to go ahead and not repair, but repaint that. We've got this. Might keep on, I don't know. And then this actually does need a repair, so we're going to go ahead and repair that. We might paint it as well, but the tractor stuff I'm not going to paint yet because I don't know if we're actually going to sell it. The windrower, I am going to reluctantly sell. We're going to do the method that you talked about. Okay, yep, sold, it's gone. How much did I get for it? Only 13,000? Well, what did I pay to get it painted? I don't think our money changed. Fellas, our money didn't change a whole lot. How much are you worth now? 18 instead of 13. I got a little better. I bet you I could repaint you and... We're going to test it with the John Deere. I just can't bring myself to do it quite yet. Just in case, let's roll this thing down there and find out for sure. Is there anything else I needed? Planter stays. That stays. Mower's going. The roller might have to just go. I don't really think I need it. I'm pretty sure it just sits there. I say that and I might be like, gosh, now I need it. I probably got it because I planted that over there. I don't know. I don't want to cut more. I don't really want more bales. I don't think we'll be doing any more silage, so I don't think I'll be needing that because I don't think I'll be planting anymore. I got it because it could plant canola and it could plant grass, most likely. But I am switching the crop that we're doing. We're selling this factory down here when it sits run out. It might we know it's not close. But once it is close, we will sell it and we'll switch that crop. So yeah, I'm going to just grassland care. This thing's going to go too, I think. I don't think we need it. Seems unnecessary to me. We're going to get rid of it. But this is where you guys come in. I'm getting rid of all of this stuff and trying to rework our finances here so that you guys can help me in the comments make up our mind of what we do moving forward. I'm not going to buy a tractor here today. I'm going to look at stuff. We're going to talk about ideas, but we're going to come up with a plan together with the money that we get by liquidating some of these assets. So we are getting rid of the mower. It needs painted and fixed. I'm going to just do both and eat the bullet and hope that I get my money out of it. Now I'm going to sell the mower, which we got $3,600 for. We spent, call it $2,000. So call it roughly $1,500 is what we got out of it, which is like what it would have given us if we hadn't done any of the fixing. Why did we do that? Huh? Why, just so the next guy who has it is not happier about it than I am? I got screwed, man. It's all right. We're going to try it. Yeah, $23,000. It better pay me so good. Okay, first we're going to do the repair. Makes sense, because that's useful to me. It's $10,700, but that brought her up to... You gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna repaint it and hope that this thing gets increased in value. 43,000. Please go up. Please go up. Please go up. Please go up. 70. 43. 53. Hey. That's profit. That's profit. That's profit. Wait a minute. Hold on, fellers. Dude. Hey, we just took this thing down from like being worthless to being nice. But it's got a lot of hours, so it'll get worthless fast, so I'm going to sell it. Bye-bye. See you later. Don't want you anymore. $221,000. Okay, so it is worth doing that in some cases. Do we want to do you as well? That's a hard decision to make, fella. Let me look around here. I'm going to see. We're going to get rid of the chickens. I do want to get rid of the chickens. I just want to consolidate and maybe focus on the sheep or something instead. I don't want to have to fight having just a little bit of eggs. So I don't want to buy. I would like to sell chickens, please. Sell chickens. Yes. Sell. Okay. Our chickens are gone. We made $150 from them. Get it? But now we can sell their actual thingy. So we're gonna chicken pasture. We get a couple grand out of it. Nothing crazy, but it's gone. There you go. And up to $224,000. The sheep are what's left here. This we're gonna sell. That all stays. Okay, so let's go get that last piece to sell. And in the process, I'm gonna think about this Massey Ferguson. And if we don't make a decision, then throw this in on your guys' decision list as well. It's got 53 hours on it. We probably should get rid of it. We really probably should. So let me know what you think, and we'll go with that. And if I do decide to sell it, I'm sorry. I hope you decided that in your own discussion making. But if you disagreed with me, I guess tell me why. And tell me why I'm an idiot. Farm's getting a little empty though, fellas. I want to get more passive income like the solar panels or a large or medium wind turbine, something like that. Those medium wind turbines actually make a lot of money. They're really good return on investment. Solar panels are really good in return on investment as well. Yeah. By the way, I've told you guys this before. The reason I know that is because I've actually earned $1 billion in Farming Simulator. I did it by using all just the placeable generators, solar panels and wind turbines and all of that stuff. And just by doing that and filling this entire area with them, yeah, I was able to earn $1 billion in the game relatively quickly, actually. It was so boring that I scrapped the video entirely. So if you ever wondered why we haven't just tried a method like that to earn $1 billion, it's because it kind of sucked. I want to feel like we earned it, not just sat around and like had it. You know what I mean? So let's go and earn some of it by selling things we had spent even more money on previously. Capitalism. All right. Should I paint it? Ooh, might as well. No, it's not bad, but I'm going to do it just because I know it sells a little better. $21,000. Give it to me. So we've got $241,000 in the bank there. It's $10,000 to paint it. Its value right now is 20. If I paint it for 10, it should probably go up to at least 30, and that would be breaking even. I would prefer it went up to 40 or 50, and then we'd be actually positive on it, and we should sell it. I think it's worth doing the 10 just to find out. We're 10 years in anyways. To celebrate, let's spend $10,000 making our equipment pretty. 31. Ah, we got it. We got hurt, dude. Dang! Break even, break even. All right, so we can either keep it or we can just get rid of it. Regardless, it has a lot of hours. We probably should just get rid of it. And actually, you know what? 31, we'd have 262,000 or so. All right, call me crazy, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I think. Let's repair and repaint these. I don't know. I don't know, man. Making up my mind as I go. Here we go. Let's have fun. Yeah. Stress. Ooh. Taste. Yummy. Okay, $267,000 is what we have now. And a combine. We have a combine. So that's fun. I got myself stuck in here. How did I do this? There we go. Okay, so we have 267,000. Like I said, we have a baler, we have a fertilizer spreader, we have a planter, we have a combine, we have a trailer, and that is it. Nothing else is on our farm. We need a tractor, and we need a mower for the front of that tractor as well. So we're gonna look through and see what options that we have. Hey, look, I already sold the front loader. I had to get this over there somehow. This was the only equipment I had anymore. Shush. But yeah, I'm gonna push this over here, and we're gonna take a look and see what's for sale. That way we can try and get a plan put together. I could sell my barn, get money out of it. I like the barn though; it's pretty, so I'm gonna keep it. And this barn's useful. It's not pretty, but it's useful, so I got to keep it too. Although this other barn over here, I could sell, and I could willingly replace. How much is it worth? This one is worth 17,000. Oh, what's this one? 34. Wow. Ooh. I wouldn't be opposed to selling this little fella. I've been living up there. That's the only thing. You see that hammock through that window? I showed you guys in the past episode. Yeah, that's my living space up there. So, you know, maybe Pickle needs to figure out a house at some point as well. But hey, one thing at a time, right? I can live in the combine. Think this seat reclines enough? I don't know. Okay, let's take a look and see what we have got here. We've got tractors. Like I said, probably going to be looking in medium, but let's scroll through large or small. Just, yeah, okay, medium it is. So here in medium, I got a Massey for 122. I think that's very probably similar to what we had going on, gonna be honest with you. This might be what we had going on. Anywho, let's look at some other tractor. They get so expensive. That's just heartbreaking, man. What's a fella supposed to be spending that kind of money for? This could work. That's very expensive, though. It's not bad, though. It's 190 horsepower. It's what we need. It's got a good weight. It's fast. It's 31 miles an hour, so that's nice to see. You like speed. Has a front mower portion, what we like to see. Big enough to do the baler. So we could use this all around. We could swap the tires narrow and full as we need. It has the power we need. It might just be a little large, but it's large enough that it does everything. So that'd be 173,000 roughly, plus whatever it would take to get the wow, different paints. Huh? Does that cost extra? No, that's cool. What was about you? Oh, whoa, hold on. Let me just. Dude, that's nice actually. We might. We'll think about it. You guys let me know which one you want to roll with. I have no idea. We need to look at mowers, so I'm going to look at those real quick. Some mowers. We need a front attach. We could theoretically. I'm not gonna. So this is probably one of the best ones that we could do. Here's one. What are these prices? 14. This one's 15,000. This one's 13.5. We've got a little 9.5 and 12,000 here. Oh wow, why? Well, let's see. 3.1 meters, 3.1 meters, 3.5, and 3.4. So 3.5 is the biggest. Would be this fella right here. Attaches right there. Would go on the front. Would actually color up really well with the original color of that McCormick, wouldn't it? So that's 15 grand to get that going. That's not too bad. So 173 and another 15. We could do it. What's the front loader? Let's just see. I have a hard time with front loaders sometimes. I like to do the Hauer because there's less options. So they suggest doing the bigger one. That's 12,000 for that. So that's 200,000 on the nose. Completely. Would leave us 67,000 left, but we would have a tractor with a front loader that could go and spray. It could go and do any other work. It could do the baling, the mowing. We'd have a mower. I think, y'all, I said I didn't want to spend the money, but I really want to go buy this stuff. I'm not going to. I'm going to let you guys tell me if you think it's okay or not. So for now, I was going to say for now, let's just do some mowing, but I sold my tractors. Yeah, well, yeah, I could lease something just temporarily. cheap. Can I lease a used piece of equipment? No. That would have been funny. And this thing's not that bad. I don't need it, but this thing's cool, man. I want to buy it just because of what it just looks weird and I like it. It'd be a lot of money to lease the McCormick. Whew. I was going to think about leasing it to see what it would be like using. Ooh, it's a lot of money to lease one of those. Let's go down here and look around down here for a wee bit, shall we? Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to buy the mower myself. Sorry, I'm going to go ahead and make that decision and get this mower right here, put it on the front, and hope that works. It uses 95 horsepower, nothing too crazy. And they say it goes in conjunction with pulling this one, but like you guys know, I'm not going to do that. So let's buy that. Okay, $15,000 down. And then we're going to lease a tractor that I know will be able to do the job of not only mowing, but also baling 140 horsepower. We need at least 140 horsepower. Let's see how cheap we can go to get that. $4,100 is what it would take. Well, no, hold on. This one is not right. Let me keep looking. Sorry, I thought it was going to be that one. Turns out it was not. Well, the cheapest that we can go is going to be one of these two. It's going to be a Valtra or the Massey Ferguson. The Massey weighs a little bit more, so I think I'll probably go with it. So we're going to do the bigger engine. I'm going to go ahead and switch that over to the 3-point in the front and change absolutely nothing else. We're going to click lease. This will be $5,160 or $76 to lease it. Do I want to do this? Are the bales that I'm going to be doing worth leasing a tractor to do them? Not really. It's just wasted money. But theoretically, this $101,000 is cheaper than the McCormick. I know that McCormick was bigger and would be able to handle scaling better. But this is not bad, and it has the power that we need right now, at least. What would it take? Let me see what it would take to put the front loader on there. So to get this thing spec'd out so we can have narrow tires as an option, have a front deal, and have the power we need, it would be $104,000 to get a brand new one purchased. We've been using Massey Ferguson. I've been happy with it. It's a small tractor. I wanted to go medium. That is the biggest issue. We save a lot of money from going with that McCormick, though. But near the same price, let's look at tractors that we could get that are bigger just to see. We could do a Valtra. It has the front. It is a larger medium tractor is what it is. It's a little more expensive, $108,500 instead. You could put the front loader on it for an extra little bit, of course. And we could maybe see if it has narrows. Yes, it has narrows. So all in all, $111,000 to do that. Was originally $104,000 for that smaller one. That would have more beef to it. I'd feel a little better about that. There's also the John Deere. This looks, well, it doesn't have a PTO there, and the other one might not have had one either, but it looks like it has an attacher. Wheels, though, let's see. No, nothing narrow, so I can't do that. Let's look. One of the cheap one would be this fella. It's one of the cheaper ones. It has 170 horsepower. I can put narrows on there, and I can put a front loader on there. All for $99,500. $99,500, we could do this older Massey Ferguson instead of the new Massey Ferguson. We don't have to deal with diesel exhaust fluid anymore. If we do that, it's probably less fuel efficient, but it is a little bit larger. It's 6.7 ton. The other one was like 5.4. Another option would be the 7810 by John Deere. We should check and see, can we do narrow? Yes, we can do narrow. We can do a front loader. Okay, good to see. 102,000, 175 horsepower, a little more horsepower, a little less expensive. This might be the winner. We might do this. I think we'll do this, actually. John Deere, I like John Deere. They're good, fairly good. You know, they make a reliable-ish tractor at least. This is an older one. That's good. 102,000. It weighs 7.3 tons. It's the heaviest one out of all of them. I think this is the one, boys. I think we do it. 102,000. That's not too bad. That's not bad at all. I'm going to take it. I'm going to do it. So we now have $150,000 left in the bank. We just spent $117,000 on this tractor and this mower. And it's a good thing that we got this tractor, because that other little mower would have been so small. Oh, it's a good thing we did what we did. It's a good thing. Because even on this, I'm like, whew, that's a heavy one, you know? But that looks good. We got our new tractor, 0 hours on her. Should work for a long time for us. We went ahead and put narrow tires on there to make sure we never damage our crop. We can put those on beefier tires should we ever need. But yeah, looking good. I'm excited to go get to mowing here. with our remaining $150,000, I'll leave that portion up for you guys for your plan. I know I kind of stole your thunder with picking the tractor. I do apologize, but I hope you agree this is a good deal. We need to get the front loader. I haven't spent the money yet, so probably allocate a couple thousand, 10, 12,000 for the front loader, if I had to guess. But we don't have bales exactly yet. We will in a moment. We're just not quite there. So I'm going to get this thing to mowing and baling because we should be able to do two at the same time. We're going to try. It's going to be a little hard in some spots, but we will try. So our baler's going. I'm going to get our mower up ahead of us going here. Drop it down so it's on the ground. And actually, let me just run us up over here. So you know what? Doing this baler and the mower at the same time, I have to draw the horsepower, 95 horsepower for that and 140 horsepower for that. So that 235 horsepower requirement, we've only got 175. We are well under our horsepower. So we probably are going to see maybe more damage come from that on the machine, on the tool, or we may not. We may just be slower. Yeah, that very well could be. And this may not be the right tractor for our cause, but we'll find out together, won't we? It's working, though. It's baling. It's going directly into the baler. The baler's getting ready to drop its first bale now. Actually, I needed to stop back there. Yeah, because while that thing opens up, I have to stop. So yeah, it's a little rough getting this thing going because it is underpowered, but it will go once you get it up there and kind of an RPM and stuff. So this works. We need more horsepower than what I'm working with. Maybe not cheapening out and going with the McCormick would have been a better answer. I don't know. We've done what we've done, and I'm going to live with it. It's still a good tractor, and if we need to make any changes, we can. Because our tractor is now only worth $81,590. Did we just pay $8,000 for it? Uh-huh. And it's just not worth that anymore for some reason. I really should have seen that we were going to have problems with horsepower when I knew I was going to run two tools on this. But we could get, 80-something for this if we needed to. I'm not saying we should. It'd be a bit of a loss. We paid, 108. It's worth, what did I say? 82. So they knocked $26,000 off of this, the price of this thing, since we had just bought it. But that put us at $232,000 minus the $173,000 for the McCormick, which is still underpowered but closer. I probably missed some back there, didn't I? Yep, there's that. We'd have $59,000 left over. So I could fix this mistake and get the McCormick. The problem is we'd go from $100,000 down to $150,000 down to $59,000. It's not the end of the world. I think I might do it. Is that McCormick big enough? It's 190. It was 190 horsepower. We need 235. That's a lot closer. 190 to 175. I don't know, man. Oh, come on, brother. 235. Let's look for a lot of horsepower. Let's look for way more horsepower than I ever should have had to have looked for, shall we? You're $162,000 and you will do the job. You have a front thingy. You're not enough horsepower. Okay, how about now? Now you're $209,000. Oh, you got more expensive. Why'd you do that? That's rude. It'd be $198,000 actually, in order to get the horsepower that we needed on a McCormick. And that's not just for that. That's in general. To get the horsepower that we would need, it's quite expensive. Unless there's something cheap in here, huh? Anybody? Anyone? Cheap? Anyone? Anyone not more money than I've made in my entire professional working career? Oh my Lord. $170,000 for this Massey Ferguson. Not a terrible deal. 170, that's 220 horsepower. That's very close to what we need, just a little under. It would probably do. Same price as the McCormick, just about. It's more horsepower. I think I'd be willing to go with this. Has the front, has the back. We need 235, that's 220. It's pretty close. I'm going to do it. So here's the crazy thing. I'm going to drop off what we just had, and I'm going to go sell this tractor back, try and get as much out of it as I can. We probably will lose just a little bit, but it is what it is. Just a bad decision on my part. I rushed it. I was like, oh, nice, we can get a John Deere. Heck yeah. It's a good thing we didn't go real small, like that real small one. I would have been like calling myself the biggest idiot alive. We put 0.1 hour on it, boys. If you dock me too much, I'm going to be so mad. What's 0.1 hour? That's loading it on and off the trailer, all right? You put 0.1 hour. You can't prove I did it. I went home, did no work at all. It sat there, and I brought it right back. Yeah, tell me otherwise. No, those bales, I hired the Amish. They came out there, and they cut the grass with a scythe, and they rolled it all up, and they did it all themselves. Sure did. Hi, I just showed you guys some tractors and bought this tractor. Yeah, I'd like to sell you this tractor. 89, so about 90,000. We paid about 108,000 for it, so we're losing 18 and a half, give or take, $1,000 off of this. Not ideal, but the price of a mistake. I could sell land maybe and make up for it and have 2 tractors. I don't need 2 tractors. Sell. Okay, 240,000. Let's fix my boo-boo and get what we were, fellas? I think it was this one right next to the one I bought. Dang, man. I was trying to be cheap. I saw that price, and I said that price is better. Shouldn't have done it. Oh well, here we go. Spec it out, put the narrows on there, front loader attacher. I want to put GPS on it. It's $15,000, but I just can't bring myself to do it. I'm not going to do it yet. All right, 170, narrow tires, front deal, back deal, 220 horsepower. All looks good. Buy. Yes, we have $70,000 now, but this is our tractor. No, it looks weird, but that's because we put the narrow tires on it, and I did that because I just wanted to be able to afford that. I wanted to have them for the future. We could go back and put the wides on. It wouldn't cost us much of anything, especially if we had our own shop, but these are fine. These will do fine. So there you have it. We had a little short stint with the John Deere, but we're back to a Massey Ferguson. We had a John Deere, the other one, but you guys know what I mean. This is not bad, though. This is nice. New. 0 hours. Looking pretty. Got a buddy seat, but this should really help our cost obligations and our maintenance and our fuel and all that out a little bit. We are going to be rocking hours on this, but we've got, 50 hours until this thing really starts breaking down a ton for us. So we've got plenty of time to spend. I think we just go ahead and get right to work. I'm going to clean this little strip up right here, and we'll get back to doing our grass here. I know someone is probably thinking, Jake, you needed to wait another month. It's fine. This year I'm going to mow it at this stage and see how it goes, and then we'll go next year and we'll try it your way. How about that? But we do probably need to get more sheep. Is that going to be part of the plan? I don't know. We'll find out. Probably will, if I had to guess. I would have liked to have gotten another passive income, but we're a little low on funds now, so we'll have to wait a few months before we do that. But let's get back to work here and get this all mowed down. Line myself up to be about even with it. Got the baler running. No, we don't have the baler running. What is wrong with the baler? I got the head picked up on the baler. How did I? Don't know that I did that, but apparently that I did. Okay, here we go. Fixed it, kinda. Line it back up. There you go. Thank you. Okay, there. Now we're mowing and baling at the same time. Look at that. Nice and efficient. It runs so much better. It gets up to speed. It actually goes. We have the power we need to be able to do this. It's only slightly underpowered, which is just fine. We work in pretty flat ground out here, so we'll be all right with that. But yeah, we definitely needed to make that change. I'm glad we did. This tractor is going to do really good for us. It's definitely not how you do it in real life. At least not how we do it in real life. But they don't care. It's going to make us money. It's going to be faster. It's a good call. Instead of driving over a field 1, 2, 3 times, because we had to mow, then we had to rake, then we had to bale, then we had to go out and pick up. So 4 times, I guess. Now we only have to do it 2 times because we're mowing and baling. We skipped raking. And the only other thing would be to pick up. Not a bad deal. I do think this was actually a pretty good mower to put on the front of this, though. It's a good-sized mower. We went as big as we could. It's working really good with our baler. I think it's going to be a good call. It was $15,000. Not too bad. Yeah. It only took us 10 years, but we're starting to get kind of good and efficient with it, boys. Oh, man. It does kind of pull me off to the side. I'm not able to go just explicitly straight, which is a little interesting. Probably, the part of that might be the narrow tires. I don't have a lot of traction on the ground. You know what this feels like? This feels like when you're mowing the yard and you have a bagger on the mower. That's what this feels like right now. Except my bagger is a gigantic Fendt baler that wraps it, and I sell it as silage. Yeah, I've just been sitting here getting used to how this system works. It's working pretty good, actually. We get to the end of our bale, and all I have to do is remember to stop while that thing is open. And once it closes, I just start going again, and that's pretty much that. I just got to drive around and mow grass, and it immediately gets eaten up. If I turn too sharp, I can miss a little, but otherwise, this works really good. I'll miss seeing the really satisfying looking windrows in the field, but that's all right. We gained a lot of efficiency with this. It's going to cost a lot less in inputs and fuel and all that. So overall, a huge improvement here. Definitely a good suggestion. and keep them coming. And now that we've got all of the sale stuff sorted out that I wanted to get sorted this morning, I'm going to set the time back to, I forget what we agreed it should be at. You guys will have to remind me. I'll have to go back and look. I do apologize. I'm going to set it to 3 for the time being. 3 seems to be an okay number. If it was any other number like 5 or 6 or 15 or 10 or whatever, just let me know. But I'll just get the time moving forward a little more instead of sitting at half speed. We don't need that. I wanted to make sure that we got all of our honey sold, and then we got all of our equipment stuff sorted out. We're back on to business as usual, trying to work our way up to $1 billion. Did a little reset, try to get ourselves lined up for our next idea and make sure that things are going good for that. We still have the canola that I planted at the end of the last season to get out of the field. But once we get that out of the field, we do have the ability to then, for the next season, plant whatever you guys want. So we'll see what goes on when the time comes. But for now, I'm going to finish up this front field, and we're going to see how it all goes from there. Probably move on to the other fields around the back, and we'll try to get these bales done. I didn't buy the front loader, so probably we'll have to just go back and get that. And that'll be an extra $12,000, but no biggie. It is what it is. Now we need to get the attacher to it as well, because I actually think I sold the attacher. I didn't really need to do that. Well, no, we still have one. We'll just use that. How about that?